What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. I'm just a little bit, well, a lot of it hungover. So if I don't have my usual energy and I'm taking it slow, that would be why. We had a great stream last night. Thank you guys so much. That being said, let's get into today's market to watch. And Dimension Force has people complaining that Yu-Gi-Oh! Prices are too cheap. Let that sink in. People are going, they're opening the boxes at Sneak Peek, they're looking up their cards on TCG Player, which is still bloated prices, by the way, and they're going, oh, I didn't make money on my box. Who would have imagined at a Sneak Peek? Good old Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. But when it comes down to it, yeah, the top cards being 40 right now, and we know a lot of these will end up getting cheaper because they already are. People are drawing the comparison to Chaos Low Impact, where you just had Masquerena and Safered as money and everything else fell out. I see this as more of a Dark Neostorm, which, by the way, for the sealed box is about the same price as a Chaos Low Impact booster box, even though you can't pull a Starlight out of here. And this aged so well on so many fronts. No material bombed completely. I guess it saw some niche use. But then Girsu was at the top of the set at one point. Then it was Signet Mining as an overprinted secret rare, which was great, and Avermax too. And then Cherubini was doing nice. You had Brotar doing nice. Ib got banned, we don't talk about that. And then, it is the set that gave us Mystic Mind. This has so many different engines going for it, along with so many nice decks, and we're going to focus on that a little as we do talk about Gamer's Choice presales, code What'sGood5 for 5% off, and to support the channel directly, being a more realistic approach right now than TCG Player. They do have the same price on Regulus, and then Alba Lenatus is a bit cheaper at 30. A lot of people wanting to grab this for their Albaz deck. I think their Therion Lily might be slightly more priced, though, as this set bottoms out. No, it's just one lister, two lister, three listers, and then it's there. But congrats, I'm glad the competition is getting there. I do think that the Plant Good Stuff is a nice engine, but the Therion King Regulus has a lot more chances to help Earth Machine top, and the different decks that it goes with, I think, are a little more competitive overall, but we'll see how it ages. This top row is not what I like on these pre-sales, though. I love this row right here. Beyond the Pendulum at just $20. When we go over here, it is the top thing on the set at 43. Yes, the waifu tax could be there, but never early in a core set. It does not apply that early. What's happening here is there's so many Pendulum duelists, and they all want access to her in the arsenal. I do like this deal still at 20. I think she could be a $30 card. And with it being 20 right now, I do like it. Tier 0 sold out at 18, then they sold out at 24, and they're out of quantities completely. And we're coming in seeing this $20 price versus over double on TCG Player. Now, that does happen with pre-sales, but the card that I also like completely the most is Illegal Knight at 15. You know how much money people have sunk into their adventure token collector engine? Quite a bit, and there's a ban list looming, and should anything happen, this will probably mirror Guardian Chimera and its price spike, and it's just obvious. The question is, when and how does that engine get hit? Is it still alive with it? And I think it will be. So Illegal Knight, we did see that happen in the OCG. We do have an example of it, and he is up there on the set right now for a good reason. And at just 15, I like it a lot. Psychic and Punisher is a deck that has several buyouts swirling around it. It's not the core reason for it, but a lot of decks will make use of him. I do like it a lot. It might be a $12 to $8 card, though, instead of 15, but I think a lot of people will be on it. Then Visas Starfrost is the next Albaz. I think this will dip to 8 to 5, though, over time, maybe even lower, but he is getting named in future set after future set, mixed with other archetypes. And Albaz is ironically still running around getting his new support while this is happening. Maybe they'll intersect at one point. But Starfrost, yeah, it could age well, but I think I would wait. I like these three a lot, though. And then Gamer's Choice is doing the same thing where all these ultra rares feel a little, bloated for their price for what they are. I do like the Dinomorphias. I do like the Therions, but I think a lot of this will go down in price, so I wouldn't necessarily be just running and getting this unless you want to support Gamer's Choice for consistently putting out really good early prices here. I would wait on a lot of that, but that middle row, I like it the most. What do you guys think of the pre-sales and the people complaining about the prices being too cheap? You always risk that with sealed. You're going for the Starlights, which there are misprint boxes out there that are crazy. 4 Starlights per pack. I think Yassine has that up on his channel, and it's just wild seeing the stacks and stacks of Starlights. It reminds me of the collector rare mishap with Grand Creators, where there were just cases with tons of collector rares than those without, and we can't really tell if Starlights are missing because they're every other case. So like, if somebody mass opened cases and got no Starlights, that could be big sag. The Punk engine is getting rebought out of Grand Creators. We see Foxy Toon here up in price. We also see Ogre getting a buyout for the collector rare. And looking around, I do think that the engine's pretty good. You do have the Psychic guy, and this also mixes with Therions, I hear. Of course, it's mixed with other decks up till now. What do you guys think of this, and why is it going up? Because I don't have a solid answer that I've seen in person, just heard people's takes, so I want to hear yours. But it is a very underestimated engine that is getting its look up right now. And just looking through the set as a whole, it's kind of crazy how now Exo Sisters are getting bought out, and now this is getting bought out, and the set is still under $70. If this was an all-foil side set, this would be a $200 box by now. So I think the sealed might be okay to get, but still every single side set collector rare set, the ratios are so bad at 3.6 of each Ultra on average, and then 4 collector rares that I don't know. I don't know how even a successful set like this will age when the only good ones have been the world premiere sets, and they're widely successful for other reasons than this one will be long term. But maybe it is good. Branded in High Spirits is getting looked up. You can play this. People are teching it, and it is now a lowest of $2 to $2.50. Somebody on the stream keeps telling me, yeah, you should be keeping one of these on a Master Duel, so I did. And kind of funny to see that timing with it. Branded opening, however, continues to just be crazy, and I find it very funny that this card is worth more than a Luber now. Your life started as a Despian tragedy, but now it's a Despian comedy. I had to make the joke. Joker's Straight is going up in price a bit here over time, and is now $20 for the collector rare, while the Ultra is just $5. So I think that price disparity, yeah, people are going to go for the collector rare. The cover of the Battles of Legend is the Joker's Night guy, though, in the OCG, if I'm not mistaken, the Animation Chronicle 2, and it has new support coming there. Nothing too concrete that's going to be crazy yet, but I feel like people are looking at this engine and saying, well, it's undervalued, it's slept on, etc. And you do see now Joker's Night himself also going up quickly to 40 on this page. I brought this up in a stream before while there were tons of 20s, and I was like, I feel like something's going to happen with this, but I don't know. Maybe I'm on that King's Copium. No, the sales rates are speaking for it, and plenty of people are spending in that 30 to 40 range right now. But you look over here, the ultra rares, they're pretty cheap for what they are if you just want access to the engine. So use that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly for the cards you'd already be buying if you have any interest in just having this engine. There's no telling when or if they'll even reprint this in the next couple of years, right? Because it's out of one of those sets. We're still waiting on the tunes. Animation Chronicle, you know, Battles of Legend, that would be a perfect place to reprint stuff like tunes in this. Black Winged Dragon. We have the Black Wings getting support, reimagining of Black Winged Dragon. Now all we're missing is the reimagining of Red Dragon Archfiend. And I'm not talking about the Ace Rival Protagonist cards where you have the TG Stardust and the Red Supernova, whatever. I mean, you now are missing only that and Ancient Fairy Dragon getting like full-on archetypal revamped stuff with it. But yeah, Black Winged Dragon, all points aside, it's getting bought out for all of its nice versions. Be aware that's a thing. And if the progression series already didn't make Black Wings way too expensive and also past format to play with Time Wizard, they are getting rebought out like crazy and up in price. Friendly reminder, the advent calendars have a foreign Super Sirocco that often was overlooked. I brought that up multiple times. There's also that Kalut from the same advent calendar that can commonly get overlooked as well, but looks like it's not really getting overlooked at this time. They're around $15 for those. And then finally, Grave of the Super Ancient Organism getting bought out. This card reads, While this card is face up on the field, level 6 or higher special summon monsters cannot attack or activate their effects. And there is only 3 total copies of this bad boy, 2 from the original set, 1 from an OTS pack from a while ago, although OTS pack 5 did get re-waived when OTS 9 was shorted, so there might be a couple extra of those commons out there. If you want the commons, still very affordable. Ultra and Ulti spiking up in price here. I do think I got a couple of these in my Ulti buy. I'd have to go back and look. But when it comes to this card, like, yeah, it stops all the fusions that are high level. I get it. I guess Griffin technically is high level, but why not? You have the fusion, non-fusion area thing that already got bought out. Why not that? Because it already got bought out, you're to buyout number 2. Interesting floodgate. Slept on for a long time, but unless it was seeing results, I'd say, wait, let me know if there's any results, like regional tops or this card was the goo. Let me know. You're having to win the dice roll and set it up, though. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Sorry I couldn't bounce around like usual, but I still had fun. Let me know how you enjoy it more laid back like this. Maybe we'll have to have more drunk streams. But jokes aside, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the conversation. And let me know what you thought of these pre-sale prices too. Really great. Gamer's Choice back-to-back bottoming out versus the market. I like what they're doing, and I do think some of these will age relatively well, but we'll see how the set falls out too. Thanks for watching.